Hi everyone, this is Deborah. Today we're going to talk about teeth. My little grandniece, which is my little sister's youngest daughter, her name is Sayer. Last fall, she fell and cracked her tooth. She's 2 years old. Well, many months later, her face swells up in daycare. Of course, that wasn't noticed. This is why mothers, when you pick up your children from daycare, do a complete once-over of your children, because my niece noticed that her face was swollen, and what happened is they took her to the hospital. Her little tooth abscessed. Now, the same thing happened to me. When I was working midnight shift as a deputy, I wiped out on black ice on a 3 to 11 shift, and I hit the steering wheel very hard. I ran into a new Corvette, which happened to have been my ex's boss's daughter, I think it was. But whatever. It took a whole year for this tooth to die. I've had to have 2 root canals since then, and lots of bonding, and I finally got lumineers, which was $8,000. So the first 8 teeth here have been covered, and they say you get 20 years out of it. Well, it's been 25, so I'm going to have to start looking into some more restorative things for my teeth. But the insurance wouldn't cover it because it's been, over a year. That's why you should never sign that release, because you don't know if there's going to be long-term effects. Just like if you've been in a car accident, don't never sign that last release. You might find out a year later that you have a fractured pelvis, which you never knew you had, which actually happened to me. But yeah, so she's had her tooth pulled the other day, the poor little thing. And I remember my daughter, because back in the early 70s, we weren't really told to brush the infant's teeth. But now they say the minute you get one teeth, you better start brushing it. But, so my daughter had an abscess, and she had to have her tooth removed. And I'm in the waiting room with my ex-mother-in-law, and I hear my daughter screaming, and this is one of my worst regrets of my life. I wanted to run in there and help her, because evidently maybe this doctor was not very attuned to young children's teeth, right? Or the demeanor that you need with a young child. I wanted to run in there and, yank her out of the chair, or at least find out why she's screaming or why she's feeling pain. And my mother-in-law grabbed me and said, "Sit down, Debbie. You don't need to go in there." And I realized years later that the woman was evil and a bitch. And I should have. These are those instances in your life where you do what you know is right and screw anybody who's keeping you from that. Because I should have gotten up and went in there. But because she's older, I thought, well, the older generation must know better. No, the older generation doesn't know better. So that is one of my biggest regrets in life, is that I didn't go in there and help her. So Sayer got her tooth removed, so I'm getting ready to go visit her. And I thought I would bring some plastic Easter eggs, and I got some Reynolds wrap, and I'm wrapping one of them around so that it's silver, and I'm going to put a couple quarters in there so she can find them. She's on a soft food diet, but yeah, take care of your teeth, people. But after that happened with my daughter, if your children are not brushing their teeth, I went in there and brushed it for them. And don't you think I haven't done that with a lot of my nieces and nephews? I've gone in there with the toothbrush and brushed their teeth for them. If they're not hitting every tooth, you have to do that. So yeah, so those are my teeth stories. Bye.